would say that you can turn everything into mindfulness, not by introducing a new activity, which always is associated with, another task that I need to do, and no one has the mental powers to add more stuff to their lives, especially adults. I'm saying use your activities, day-to-day activities, but do them mindfully. For an example, I have a cup of tea here, or it could be a cup of coffee, or whatever it is. And instead of just drinking it, thinking about something else, you can drink it mindfully. And that means being absolutely involved with all the processes of drinking, which would be holding the cup, feeling the sensation on your hands, and then playing with the aroma and taking a sip, and let the taste and the texture go through your body and follow all of these motions. And what it does, it focuses your awareness on one thing that is immediate, that happens now. And when you are totally immersed, there is an expansion of your awareness to the immediate moment, and that opens a thing I love to call a crack in reality. From there, you see the profoundness of life, and you have broadened your spectrum of sensitivity towards the world just by doing very, very basic stuff. And it's experimental, and you don't need to believe in it. You just need to go ahead and try. So everything you like to do, you can do mindfully.
Yes. There's also, I've personally found a deeper connection that happens with people just by doing a simple task mindfully. So, beginning with holding tea or coffee and doing the task mindfully, then you switch to a connection with a person. And that connection becomes more connected because you're mindful and you're present. And so that's so
Absolutely.
beautiful.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. I think that a mindful conversation is something else. It's totally different from a regular conversation, in which usually you're trying to be your best self, or give your best arguments. But if it's a mindful conversation, you are totally open and aware of the situation, and you have the capacity to listen, and you have the capacity to pick on stuff that you wouldn't pick on if it wasn't a mindful conversation. So that's a great way to connect to people, being mindful while you're speaking to them.
So much. So, your app, can you share a little more about what that is? How would someone get to it who might be interested? Because technology is part of our lives. And if there's something that can help someone take that next step who maybe doesn't know where to begin, that could be a great place to start.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you for letting me share this part of my life. I'm super excited about that. We launched about 6 months ago with just one practice. That it was a practice that came to me in a dream about 3 years ago, when I saw a sort of a novel path to mindfulness in which people from all walks of life can engage. And the idea was to create ritualistic, like short and, most importantly, interactive practices that you can engage with. Because otherwise, if you're just listening to an instructor, like you usually do in meditation apps, with time it feels like a chore. And most people find it difficult to sustain such practices. So we figured out that we need to give tools, and build tools that people can engage with. Because if you're doing something that is fun, something that you love to do, you will have the motivation to keep on doing it. And as our slogan goes, you are what you repeat. It's absolutely that. So if you did, I don't know, if you went to the gym for a week, so what? There are not a lot of results. But if you went to the gym for a year, you will see results. But your motivation to go to the gym has to be high. And how you keep a high motivation? Well, you love it. That's the only reason why you have high motivation sustained for such a long time. And the Affermate app is exactly that. It's small, short, ritualistic like practices that people can engage in doing them. And by that, they will be introduced to the world of mindfulness. And with time, it will no longer be a method. With time, it just be their usual day to day activity, filtered by the profoundness of existence without the filters they had before as an adult. You find life as a drag and something that you need to improve all the time, all of this stuff. So yeah, you can find it both on iOS and Android. It's an A logo with a vibration inside, and you can just experiment with it. And that's the premise we strive to convey to people.